Today on Rock the Park.
Here we go, boys!
We're back in Glacier Country, where the legends are big.
Wait till you see this blue water.
The white water is awesome.
What you got, Wade? What you got?
And the bears, they rule the park.
Here he comes.
Hey, bear!
This is so cool. Oh, here he goes. Oh, my man.
And it all starts right now.
When you're in Glacier, expect anything.
I'm Jack Steward. And I'm Colton Smith. We've been buddies for years, and we love exploring the national parks.
It's all about packing up a car and just doing it. Just hitting the road.
Our goal is to visit every national park in this country.
And when you go off the beaten path like we do,
there's no telling what will happen next.
Get set to rock the park.
We're in Glacier National Park, one of the most spectacular national parks in North America and definitely one of our favorites.
This place is like a storybook. I mean, it's got everything. Mountains, lakes, and streams. You also have bears.
Lots of bears. Tucked in the northwest corner of Montana, Glacier National Park covers 1,800 square miles of some of the most epic landscape in all of the Rocky Mountains.
There are more than 200 waterfalls scattered around the park, and today we'll be seeing some of the best, and we're not doing it alone.
This is a pleasure meeting you guys, it really is.
Jack Hanna is a legend. Not only is he a huge advocate for conservation, but for more than 40 years, he has inspired millions of people around the world. From his work at the Columbus Zoo to his many award-winning television series, Jack has been one of the best and most enthusiastic ambassadors for wildlife. So this is crazy. We're hiking with Jack Hanna. And you know us, we're just two guys, love the national parks, love exploring, but this guy is a legend.
Jack has a home near Glacier, and he's offered to take us on the St. Mary's Falls Trail. We'll be checking out two awesome waterfalls, the 35-foot St. Mary's Falls and the towering 100-foot Virginia Falls.
This is like one of my favorite hikes.
It's the beautiful thing about Glacier. No matter what hike you go on, It's going to be magnificent.
I want to see you all lead the way.
All right, let's go.
Because you know why? First person gets the bear. Let's go.
Oh, no. Both black bears and grizzly bears call Glacier National Park home. So we're following the two basic bear country rules today. 1, make a lot of noise on the trail so that the bears know we're coming.
Hey, bear!
Hello, bear!
And 2, keep a canister of bear spray handy in case a startled bear gets too close.
We're less than a mile into this hike, but we can already hear St. Mary's Falls up ahead.
You hear that, Jack?
I said, I'm too old to hear nothing.
You hear that roar?
It's the falls. Wait till you see this blue water.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look at that water.
Oh, yeah.
Is that beautiful or what?
The water here in Glacier is so blue because of a unique combination of crystal clear glacial melt and the super fine silt churned up by the glaciers as they move. Just a century ago, there were 150 glaciers in this park. Now, only 25 remain. If warming trends continue, there could be no glaciers left by 2030, and that could be catastrophic for the animals who live here.
So right down here, look at my favorite spots here.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Isn't this
wow. Oh, man.
Look how fast that's rushing down.
Yeah,
That's
and those
crazy.
rocks are slippery as butter. I want to take a break here.
Yeah, sounds good.
We've been coming out to Glacier for a long time, and it seems something we're always on the lookout for are bears.
Well, you know, the grizzly is synonymous with Glacier. I wish more people could see the grizzly.
Yeah.
They're a beautiful animal, they really are.
Years ago, Jack had a close call on a trail just like this one when he turned a blind corner.
Here comes a big, huge mama grizzly with two two-year-olds. That's important in this whole story. I said that the people behind me, my wife included, everybody keep going backwards as I'm going backwards. So we got up the trail on a grassy hill, and all of a sudden, the mama bear goes by. Then the other two-year-old went with her. Then the third one, male. His hair bristled up. I yelled, "Here he comes, everybody." He's exactly 15 feet. He's coming at me. I blast him right in the face. He goes, rolls over and runs away. Now, at that point, I might have peed my pants. I don't remember.
Had the cubs been younger, the mama grizzly would have charged. As it was, the male cub was just trying to prove himself. The bear spray stopped him, but didn't permanently harm him.
What happened to me, everyone, is like one in who knows how many millions, whatever. But who cares? The whole point is, everyone, is the respect for the bear.
And that's where knowing those steps and showing that if you are approached, you can get out of what could be a bad situation by simply doing what you're supposed to do.
We could listen to Jack's stories all day. But we are fast approaching Virginia Falls.
There, look at that.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. That's a waterfall. Wow.
Isn't that something?
Oh, man, that thing's giant.
Virginia Falls drops more than 100 feet over several different tiers.
Woo! You feel that?
Oh, yeah.
That is awesome.
The thing that keeps me coming back to Glacier above everything is looking out with views like this and just wondering, what else?
What is out there?
What's on the other side of those mountains?
Someday we'll go over there and see.
Spending the day with Jack Hanna has been inspiring and a good reminder to expect the unexpected.
We see all these cars on the side of the road. Lo and behold, we've got a bear right up there on the ridge.
We've learned that you can go hiking in the backcountry for miles and miles and not see a bear. And then as you're driving away, there he is.
What better sight than to see this epic towering mountain and a bear looking for food right at the base of it? It doesn't get much better than that.
Or maybe it does. We're riding the rapids.
Yes!
And diving deep into the backcountry.
All right, so we have a grizzly bear. We've got a big grizzly bear.
We're on the southern border of Glacier National Park, about to take on a challenge we've never faced in this park before.
Woohoo! Yeah!
Today's gonna be awesome. We're going whitewater kayaking on the middle fork of the Flathead River. It'll be a wild ride over 8 miles of Class 2 and 3 rapids. And we're sharing the adventure with a good friend from Missoula. We're meeting up with Joe Stone, who's one of our buddies that loves adventure and these national parks as much as we do. Joe has been an outdoor adventure enthusiast all his life, but that all changed in the blink of an eye. In 2010, Joe had a speed flying accident and crashed on a mountain, breaking 8 vertebrae in his neck and back.
So I was diagnosed as an incomplete C7 quadriplegic. My whole life came to a halt, you know? I thought everything was over, but there was something lingering in the background for me. I know what I'm passionate about. It's the outdoors, it's outdoor adventure. So if I don't at least attempt to get back to it, you know, I've pretty much given up on life.
Joe set his sights on something unimaginable. He hand-cycled up the entire 50-mile Going to the Sun road here in Glacier. And then he became the first wheelchair-using quadriplegic to compete in a full Ironman triathlon.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
Doing well.
Good to see ya.
Good to see ya.
This is gonna be sick.
I'm pumped, man. You've actually done this before, right?
Just once in a raft with somebody else paddling, so this is my first time actually, like, solo.
And this is our first time on Class 3 rapids.
Just the big safety thing is if anybody does take a swim on the river, we keep our feet downstream of us to push off the rocks. They work better than our heads.
All right, boys.
Should we get geared up? Colton and I are in inflatable kayaks, and Joe is in a one-person raft, which gives him more control with his arms.
Go. Get moving.
Don't bottom out.
A little shallow.
Oh, no. Get away from Jack. Don't want to bottom out. No.
We already had a plan. It was just avoid what Jack does.
Yeah, exactly. Not a good start. Whew. All right, I'm good.
Getting on the river is super accessible. The put-in and the takeout can be challenging, but once you're on the river, we're on the same level playing field right now, you know?
The river is tranquil at first, which gives us a chance to look for moose that are frequently spotted along the banks. They're great swimmers and like to eat the underwater vegetation.
It's getting choppy here. Starting to move.
There's something about the flowing current with all the rocks that just scares me a little bit.
I'm not too proud to say I'm a little nervous.
I'm absolutely nervous.
I'm definitely a little nervous, but
Yeah.
I'm excited.
After passing through some mild whitewater,
Woo! Yeah!
we come up on our first real challenge, Class 3 rapids.
So what do we got?
Pushed up to that right wall, you can flip.
He's telling us the best possible way to navigate through these without running into any trouble.
Joe is putting us to shame. He's a tactical wizard, just guiding himself around every one of these giant rapids.
Get it, Joe! Nice, nice! Woo! Yeah!
Yeah!
He's a lot more in control than we are.
Whoa! Whoa! Keep on the wave. Keep straight on the wave. Woohoo! Yeah! All right! Oh! Oh! Oh, man!
But then, all of a sudden, Joe starts to struggle.
Ooh. See Joe. Oh, man.
Got lucky on that one.
Joe's enthusiasm about adventure is contagious. My nerves are starting to go away, and I'm just having fun at this point.
We're about 7 miles into our 8-mile paddle, and the rapids are getting even more intense.
We got some white water up here.
Whoop, whoop. Here we go, boys.
I look ahead of me and I see this giant wave, and this thing looks mean. The wave hits me from the side, and I can feel the bottom of my kayak heading straight towards the sky. Oh! Oh!
Oh, he's in.
We're in Glacier National Park, taking on the Class 3 rapids on the middle fork of the Flathead River. And all of a sudden, I see Colton just get flipped out of his kayak.
Oh, he's in.
I instantly feel the cold glacial water just surround me. All I see are rocks. My only option right now is to follow protocol. Get my legs up ahead of me going downstream. So in case I do hit any rocks, my legs can absorb them first and not my head. Luckily, one of our guide rafts is right ahead.
Oh, I gotta catch my breath. Oh. My heart is pounding.
How was that?
That was pretty terrifying. I'll say this, mighty river, you've earned my respect.
I gotta thank you guys for this too, because there's more rivers I can go hit and know that if we do it safely, it can be done.
Kayaking with Joe has been awesome and a real inspiration. But as he heads home, there's one more place that we want to explore. So it's our last day in Glacier, and we decided we wanted to do one of our favorite trails in the park. We're headed to the Ptarmigan Tunnel.
This hike was the first hike that I ever did in Glacier National Park, and it's still, without a doubt, my favorite.
The 10-mile trail takes you up 3,000 feet in elevation in the mini glacier region of the park.
Cannot tell you how many times we've come to this park to just explore this amazing landscape and to feel a part of something bigger. I mean, you are so tiny in this entire valley.
And the other thing that makes you feel incredibly tiny, you're not the biggest animal out here.
That's right.
The undeniable king is the grizzly bear. Glacier is home to about 300 grizzlies who feed on just about anything they can get their 4-inch claws on. Vegetation, insects, deer, and elk, or any animal carcass they come across.
You've got these big open ridges up there. Awesome for spotting wildlife. So as we hike along here, I'm gonna be looking for big brown spots, could be bears, or we're gonna be looking for little white spots, could be mountain goats or bighorn sheep. Both mountain goats and bighorn sheep are incredible climbers with cloven hooves designed to cling on to the rocky cliffs where they feed on the alpine moss and grass. So that right up there, that's the tunnel.
You gotta work to get to some of these amazing places.
Now this is another area where I would expect to see a grizzly bear because right now they're feeding up in the cliffs up there on the mountain peaks for moths.
So we're definitely on our toes, scanning as much of the landscape as we can. Ooh, and I see a goat.
Do you?
I see a mountain goat, yep, way in the distance. Oh man. Okay, you see him?
Here.
He's way out there. Like way out there on the rock ledge.
Oh yeah. I see him right there.
Right there.
You know what, dude? I think that's actually a bighorn sheep.
Let me see.
See that?
Oh, I think you might be right. He might be a young guy, actually.
Yeah, the horns are a little bit smaller and
Yeah.
it looks more of a tan than it is white.
Oh my gosh, guys, hurry
Where?
up, we gotta go. There's a bear that's really close to us. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Are
he's
you
coming right up.
are you rolling? Okay. Okay. All right, so we have a grizzly bear. We've got a big grizzly bear.
He's probably 300, 400 pounds?
Yeah,
maybe bigger.
Maybe
He might
even
be like
bigger.
600.
He could be 500 to 600 pounds.
What's cool about this grizzly is he's got the really light brown coat that makes him look like one of the brown bears up in Alaska. Like most bears, grizzlies prefer to avoid humans, and they hate being surprised. So we want to make sure he sees and hears us. Here he comes, right down there. Hey, bear! Trying to shy him away from the trail.
Wow. Look at how his coat just shines. This is so cool. Oh, here he goes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Oh my gosh, is that cool? Now, he's gone back into the brush somewhere, but we know that he is incredibly close by. I have to say, we've been to Glacier so many times, and I've never seen a grizzly that close. All right, so we're gonna continue up to Ptarmigan Lake.
The bear has moved out of sight, but we're keeping in mind what Jack Hanna told us about respecting bear space. You basically have to go against every instinct that you have. Running will elicit a predator-prey response from the bear.
Despite their massive size, grizzlies can run as fast as 30 miles an hour. I don't care if you're the fastest man in the world, you're not outrunning a 500-pound grizzly bear.
Just coming up the trail, bear.
Hey, bear. Oh, there he is, there he is, there he is.
These are the moments when the hairs on your neck stand straight up. Oh, whoa!
We're on the Ptarmigan Tunnel Trail in Glacier National Park, where we've just seen a grizzly bear, and he's seen us.
When we start to continue up the trail, then out of nowhere.
Oh, there he is again, there he is again.
Oh
See
yeah,
him?
oh yeah. Right there is this massive bear.
We found our friend again, and we were right. He is basically following us right on the trail.
And he's fully aware of our presence. He's kind of going about his business and then just going. We've got our bear spray ready in case he decides to come any closer, but he seems more interested in looking for moths or berries down by the creek.
Man, I'm blown away right now.
That is the ultimate experience here in Glacier.
Further up the trail, we spot another animal that likes this area. Oh man, look at that. Now those you can tell are mountain goats. They are bright white.
Wow, look at that. Do you see how he's just going right on the edge?
I mean, these guys are acrobats. Crazy agility. They can jump 12 feet, and they're just tiptoeing across these rocky mountain cliffs. It's been a long, beautiful day. We're huffing and puffing a little bit, but now it's starting to hit me that we're about to hit the tunnel. Woo!
We're almost there, though. The 240-foot Ptarmigan Tunnel was blasted through the mountain in the 1930s to allow for passage across this steep ridge. All right.
There she is!
Woo!
Oh, man.
It's like a gateway to another dimension.
It basically is.
Into the black. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Woo! You come out of this black tunnel, and then the whole world just opens up. This is the Belly River Valley.
It's so profound, the impact these places can have on you. For me, it all started right here. This was the first hike I did in my first national park. The moment I came through that tunnel 6 years ago and I saw this, it changed my life.
We've had so many good times in this park, and now in parks all over the country, and this kind of started it all.
Man, it hits me. When you're in Glacier, you see the raw power of nature. From the towering, majestic mountains to the raging waterfalls, and then to the mighty grizzly. Nature teaches us how to become better people, how to appreciate what's around us, and how to truly enjoy life. And remember,
Hey, if we can do it, so can you.
So the next chance you get, go out and rock the park.
oh, there's a lot of black bears over here. There's a lot of mountain goats in this one area. Oftentimes,
How y'all doing?
No buck.
How? Okay.
Jack, I think they were actually talking.
Yeah, they were
right
talking to
now.
me there.
Oh, it's all you?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, guys!
That's pretty funny.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave any questions or comments that you have.
And please, subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more to come.